guys. This is the first time doing this, so there will be bugs to work out. I'm already thinking one of my overlays isn't working, but we're gonna try this out, see how this goes. First order has been accepted. I don't have a great way to read chat right now. See everybody over from my channel. Thanks for tuning in. Again, we've got a lot of fine tuning to do. I tried to make this as high quality as I could right off the bat, but I really want this to be something that is very well done, very well put together. So hopefully this is something that's entertaining, at least. Hopefully we can build a community here of people who, at the very least, just want to have a place that, consistent streaming is happening, where we can kind of hang out, similar to what we've created on my channel and similar to what we created with SRM. So. Probably be saying it especially during the first few streams, but if you are new and you happen to find this entertaining, please do us a favor and subscribe. We'd really appreciate it. Okay, I'm gonna go retrieve this person's order. We will be back. Looks like my distance thing isn't working, and the speed thing is gonna be intermittent too, so great. Love that. Okay. Another thing that is a bit of a hiccup is wait times. They want about 5 minutes before it's ready. Sounds good here. Okay, good. Glad to hear the sound's working. Now I need to figure out how the distance app works. I also probably need to invest in some sort of cover. Sunglasses went. That's nice. Hey, what's up, Caleb? I'm doing good. Just waiting for my order. To be fixed. I need to figure out how this works too. Again, these first couple streams are just going to be for working out the issues, so to speak. It's weird, I don't know how you activate that. Oh yeah, we should be live. There we go. I'm not talking super loud either. This is a very laid-back, chill stream type vibe. Yeah. Okay, I'll be back. Time for part 2. So I'll probably chat a little bit about what my goals are with this as we get moving. Taking us in the wrong direction, but it's okay. It gives us more time to drive. But as some of you storm chasing viewers know, which for all I know that's all the people that we have in here right now, you recognize what car you're watching this from, and that's because this is the only car I currently have that is at all set up to do this. But I don't want to use this car. Ideally, I want to get a car that is dedicated to this. I'm talking no more than a $5,000 vehicle. I've been looking at older Camrys, potentially older Accords that are just pretty decent on gas mileage, pretty reliable, base model, just cheap but reliable is what I'm going for. And I want to exchange that pretty much for my current daily driver, which is my 2006 Charger. However, in the meantime, I need to see returns on this, that this is actually going to do something. So I'd like to turn my old Charger into a suitable vehicle. There's a few things that need to happen to make that happen. So we're going to set some financial goals for ourselves just from doing this thing, because right now I'm still point, but for right now it's a side project. So item 1 is to get a Starlink Mini for that car and a mount. The upfront investment for that is going to be about $300, including the mount, bearing that Starlink doesn't cancel their discount thing that they got going on right now. So that's item 1. Item 2 is getting the exhaust redone so it's actually watchable. Again, some of you that have known me and are familiar with me and my history with this car and such know that I've had this car since I was 15 years old, meaning that it has no mufflers on it. It's totally stripe piped. Like totally straight piped. So it's very loud, there's a lot of drone, and it's impossible to have an enjoyable stream to be sent out from that vehicle right now. It just is. That will probably be about a $300 investment to get that to an acceptable sound level. To put a muffler back in there and to have that welded in, because I do not know how to weld. That's item 2. Item 3, and this will either come from me figuring out how to detail things really well, how to clean the windshield really well, or it will come from me getting a new windshield altogether, because the windshield in that car for years has had this stupid residue on it that literally no cleaning agent will take off. It just smears. It does not come off. It's the original windshield to the car, I'm pretty sure, meaning it's over 20 years old now. Chasing related stuff. whether that's local or whether that's trips that I get taken on every now and then. Did chat leave the chat? Maybe. It's possible. Take what I can get with stuff that's working or not working. Hey, what's up, Sprinkles? If the speed thing only works when the app is actively open. If that's the case, then that's just not going to work, because well, I can't I don't have I can't afford to just have a whole separate device just for having that open 24/7. Unfortunately, I can't do it. Can't quite do it. See too at the top of the screen, I've got a daily goal for what I'd like to make per stream, per shift, I guess. You know, no promises that we'll hit that goal every time, but we will have a goal every time. Tonight my goal is $125. I don't actually expect to hit that fully because I don't really want to be doing this till midnight. But maybe we will. Who knows? I don't really have any other weekend plans. Privacy mode. See if this kicks in on my replay here. So this is what I plan on activating whenever we get within about half mile of where we're going, or so. Because I am aware that I'm delivering to people's houses and whatnot. I want to protect privacy. So. Okay. We are back. That was my first delivery in 2 years. Well, that's not true. Actually, there's been a couple others that we did in Trinidad. Anyways. I will get this down, guys, I promise. This will get more consistent, less awkward. I can promise you that. It's just gonna take me some time. But I had to start somewhere, right? Gotta start somewhere. Back in range, because like I said, unfortunately that took us the wrong direction. I just took that in terms of testing purposes, but I have a system, or I had a system when I used to do this a while ago. I had limits for myself. I would rarely take deliveries that took me out of the set zone, because DoorDash at least gives you set zones that you can operate in when you go active on DoorDash. That's $12 right there. Our goal to quote unquote dashify, or properly prepare the charger for hosting this stream from then on out is about $1,000 is how much it's going to cost. Maybe less if I can salvage that windshield. Not entirely sure that I can, though, because it's got a lot of the suction cup rings on it. Because the dollar tracker that I've got shoot, I didn't realize. Dang it. I'm sorry. There's like smudges on the glass. Windshield glass smudges so easily. so easily. Like, what for? I do not understand. But anyway, honestly, the idea of getting a new windshield almost sounds easier than dealing with trying to clean that thing, because it's at such an impossible angle too. It really is just very difficult. But, I mean, that is also a Dodge, a 20-year-old Dodge with 216,000 miles on it. So, while it's been a great car, I'm not entirely sure how much she's really got left in her. So the eventual goal, like I said, is to invest in a different vehicle, a new daily for myself that will serve as both my transportation to and from my current job while I still have it, which I plan on leaving in a couple months. And eventually it will serve purpose for this and any other daily driving that I do. So I've got a lot of goals with this. I'm not doing this half-assed. There's been a lot of preparation that's gone into this, believe it or not, and there's still a lot more to do. I mean, heck, my miles driven overlay doesn't even work. So another thing I want to keep track of is our ranking. I mean, you see it at the stats up top. My current acceptance rate is 51%. My completion rate is 91%. I don't know why it's so low, honestly, from before, but we got to get those stats up. And, well, I'll take a 4.9 out of 5. But, anyway. DoorDash, at least, has 3 different ranks that they give you. They give you, well, you're either not ranked at all because your acceptance rate is below 50%, or you're either at silver, gold, or platinum, I believe. And we are at the very baseline of silver. Gold and platinum DoorDash drivers get access to more benefits, and they get the higher paying orders. So there is a monetary incentive to get these numbers up. Also, doing DoorDash in a car that gets 15 mpg city is really not ideal. weekends and some evenings after work, But I eventually, I mean, it's a far-fetched goal, but if this could become something that I do more consistently, then I'll do it. I miss driving for work. I feel like I'm good at it. I feel like I can be really efficient. And I feel like I'm good at building live stream setups too. Set this goal to 1,000. Maybe I'll retitle it at some point. But we are currently at $37 out of 1,000. Now I will have to subtract expenses, which our only expense really will be fuel. That factors into it too. I gotta come up with a better color. That color's terrible. All of this, to begin with. So, but thank you for wanting to do that. Internet is failing us once again. That's another investment we got to make, is into a freaking stupid Ethernet cord. In range. If you are new to the channel, let me know in chat if we've got any new people to the channel right now joining in. And if you are, consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it. gotta get this connection issue figured out ASAP. It's going to kill our momentum. Absolutely kill the momentum. We'll figure it out though. Figure it out. Shout out to my Apple CarPlay actually working well for once. It's been a huge saving grace, at least. But yes, during our trial phase of sorts here, we're gonna just be pretty much saving to get ourselves into the vehicle that we should be in instead of using my chase truck to do this, because believe me, I do not have any miles to spare on this one. That's for damn sure. back in a moment. All right, we are back. And we've got another one already. To Jersey Mike's. That was unfortunately a no-tip order, but it's okay. That might have been a tip order, actually. It's hard to tell sometimes. Again, if this is your first time watching, welcome to the channel. This is essentially what you can expect. I am a Pacific Northwest area DoorDash and Uber Eats licensed driver, among other things, but this is one thing that I do. Another thing I do is create different types of live streams. So I decided to combine the two into this little project. If you were interested in following along, alright, Tesla, go off. If you're interested in following along, please do hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers. Tesla. That's for sure. Good for him. Glad he's enjoying the car that he potentially worked hard for. I just got a notification on my phone. Snapchat flashback memory 2016, 10 years ago. My goodness. Has time flown? Okay, that's awkward. This guy's going here too. Back. Order received. Oh, I will be frozen rose, probably another 3 hours or so, if I had to guess, because we've got goals to hit. I ain't gonna hit them by sitting at home doing nothing. If I could somehow, oh shoot, that said no turn on red, but I went anyway. Oops. If I could somehow find out a way to salvage that windshield and not have to get a new one, or if it just ends up being a lot cheaper than I'd like it, or than I thought it'd be, I would love to get a laptop mount in my car so that I have a way to still monitor things streamwise and still have my phone dedicated to work.
Probably shouldn't have been, but it was to me because I haven't been paying attention as usual. Oh, my wife is watching this. Everyone say hello to Sasha in chat. She just told me she got the 2016 flashback memory too. I was 13 back then. That's crazy. There's also, at least on DoorDash, and I probably should reactivate Uber Eats. I honestly forget that I said I was going to do both. On DoorDash, there's two different modes. There's earn by time and earn per order. Right now, I am doing earn by time. So anytime that I am active on the app, so from the time that I hit accept order to the time that I hit complete delivery, that's like the active time. I'm getting paid $16 an hour, basically, as the base rate. And then you have tips on top of that. And I'm thinking with the right strategy, I could get our rate to about $30 an hour or so, averaged out. I think I can do it. I did it once before. Another reason it'd be nice, honestly, to have a laptop set up too, or if I could somehow get an iPad or something, is so that I could have something playing in my headphones. Because I think that'll be a key piece of maintaining my sanity. Being able is the ability to still listen to stuff. Mainly podcasts, honestly. It's not even music necessarily. It's mainly podcasts that I want to listen to. True crime, scary story podcasts. So we're listening to some good Mr. Ballin stories. Just makes these days just go right by. It's crazy.
about to our drop-off point. And then we'll be on to the next one. Probably reactivate Uber Eats. We'll give that one a try. That one I actually have not done in years. DoorDash I'd reactivated for a bit, but Uber Eats one, that one needs to be dusted off. Right back. All right, order has been dropped off. And we are back in limbo. Oops. One thing I don't like about apartment complexes, I don't know how to get out. Anyway, let's just relaunch Uber. Alright, cool. Got that updated now. Back to the show. I haven't looked at chat in a little bit, guys. How's the stream doing? Has it been doing okay? Chat, I have a life history. Oh, I'm sorry to hear about that, Farah. Probably doesn't help that we've been having like these slow connection phases. Definitely does not help. Likes. Thank you very much, everybody. Again, if you're new and this type of stream appeals to you, please consider subscribing. Not only are we trying to make our first $1,000 doing this, we're trying to reach 1,000 subscribers.
It's just gone totally quiet on me on both apps. I don't understand what's happening. Accepted. We got something. Yeah, I wish the distance tracking worked, because that's honestly how I was planning on tracking expenses. I had a whole calculation I was going to do just based on estimated cost of operation per mile. That includes fuel and routine maintenance. Don't ring doorbell. Gotta remember that. Do not ring doorbell. I usually don't, so that's good. Back.
All right, order's been picked up. Let's move. We got Jim in the chat too. What's up, everybody? Appreciate you guys hanging out in here. Jeez. Just a tad bit bright. God. Yeah, I wish the speed thing updated more often. It definitely doesn't. But it's okay. We'll take what we can get.
Yeah, it's a new experience for me too, Jim, but it's one that I'm kind of rolling full speed ahead into. I just hope that we're reaching some new folks as well. Second, my God.
Alright, just like that, we got another one already. Going to taco smell. I don't know what the heck happened to Uber, man. I wonder if they like rejected my driver's license or something, because they're just like completely AWOL. Yeah, it's saying that there's busy spots like right down the way. I don't know. It's alright. We will figure it out. We certainly shall figure it out. If anyone watching this happens to be new to the channel, welcome. If you would, please do hit that subscribe button. We are trying to hit our goal of 1,000 subscribers. A lot of things that they changed with this over the years. When I first did this, you could go through the drive-thru pretty much every place. You didn't have to go in hardly at all, but now they make all the drivers go inside up until they close their lobbies. That is the difference. It's up until they close the lobby, and then you can go through the drive-thru. As long as you can go in the lobby, they make the drivers go in. Which is fine, I guess. Anyway. I'll be back in a minute. It's another thing that'd be nice to add to whatever car we do this in the future. Cell boosting. That'd be really nice. All right. Excuse me. They got the Elmer's open now. That's weird seeing that as an Elmer's. Used to be a Sherry's. Man, I miss Sherry's. I'll tell you what. Stop. Got an additional add-on. Be right back. And we got a free donut. Let's freaking go. I'm gonna eat my donut real quick before we continue on. Shut up and homie in there. Give me a free donut. That is so good.
been all over the country, and I've never had a better donut than in that shop right there. And but 10 minutes away from my home place. And again, I've tried donuts literally all around the country. Not like in every state or anything, but I've been to a few donut shops in my day. It does not get better than that. I guarantee it. That's another thing too in the Charger. It does not have CarPlay. Something I honestly didn't even consider. Because CarPlay is honestly a key piece of this little setup that I've got going on here. Doesn't very much work without it. Maybe I'll factor it into that 1,000 somehow. Anyway, it don't matter. I've got an Audi like on my tail.
All right, we'll be back. How the hell do I get out of here? Fuck, let's go this way. These speed bumps are atrocious. It's just launching my freaking spare tire carrier, or my spare tire, or no, what the hell am I talking about? My floor jack that's back there, it's literally getting air. My spare tire carrier, I haven't had that thing for years. I don't know what I'm talking about. If you are a new subscriber, welcome. We've gotten 25 new subscribers tonight, which is awesome. Love to see people tuning in. So we want to grow a community here. This is going to be a consistent thing, I promise. I don't know if I'm going to have a consistent schedule, if we're just going to do this every other day, or what exactly is going to go on, but this will be consistent. Every now and then I get my first order tonight. I got a cash tip. Most of the time the tips are within the app, though. Not too many people tip cash these days, although it is appreciated when they do. That is a good point. Right now, I'm delivering Taco Bell. I don't exactly know what it is. I mean, I could look at the order and like really break it down, but it's kind of difficult for me to actually get to that point where I can see exactly what is in here. But I'm doing a run for Taco Bell, and then next up we've got the run from Donut Land. I did what I often used to do, and I'm stacking orders. One of my favorite things to do, actually, while out doing this is stacking orders. Unfortunately, one of my least favorite things to do is deliver to these apartment complexes, but it's okay. We'll figure it out. I'll be right back. Nice. Yeah, see that's the unfortunate thing. Sometimes you just get ones with no tips, like both of those. The two I just did back to back, no tips on either one. Gotta love it, man. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to switch back to the other mode, which is earn per order. I'm low on fuel already, huh? According to this. Okay, now, so we just completed 2 back-to-back Taco Bell deliveries. Now we are on to donut delivery, nighttime donut run. It's our first Uber Eats run of the night. this one's a bit of a longer drive.
Just ahead, make a U-turn to stay on Southwest Pacific Highway.
Yep, and then here's the one where she likes to talk no matter what I tell her to do. But it's fine. I appreciate it. I'm really not that smart, but I appreciate it. So DoorDash pays, both DoorDash and Uber Eats pay per order, but they have it in two different ways that you can do it now. You can either earn per order or earn by time. And what earn by time means is they have set rates based on where you are, kind of based on the minimum wage around where you are. So DoorDash, if you are using the earn by time mode, they will pay you for any time that you are active. So from the time that you hit accept order to the time that you drop that order at somebody's plate, at somebody's house or job or wherever, they are going to pay you, at least where I'm at, DoorDash is going to pay you $16 an hour as their base rate. And then you get tips on top of that. Or sometimes you don't. Just like you saw back there, sometimes you don't get tips. That is the caveat to doing the earn by time mode. You cannot see whether or not you're going to get a tip. It is a complete chance. It's heavily debated whether or not earn by time is more profitable than earn per order. I usually don't do earn by time. I just was doing it because the earn per order mode is often what gets me to have a much lower acceptance rate, because when it gives it to me per order, then I start to get really selective. But if I'm getting paid just the time, combined with the fact that I'm trying to build this stream up, I'm pretty much accepting whatever they give me. Which I'm actually going to pause DoorDash for a minute so we can focus on our Uber Eats order here. I've got about a 20-minute drive to go, so it's going to be a bit of a longer delivery, but it's okay. I think it'll be worth it. That bar is a little bit easier to look at now. It said it saved the settings, but I can never really tell. DoorDash versus Uber, drive very slow. That's another thing. It incentivizes you to do the exact speed limit. It incentivizes you to save fuel, because the longer you take on an order, technically the more money you make. But you don't want to do it to where you're, committing time theft or anything. But I think there's certain legitimate strategies to be considered for both of these apps. Another one that I used to do a lot was Instacart. I won't be doing that on these streams because the point is to do the streams from the car, from the actual delivering perspective. If you catch my drift. Might just have to remove that overlay. I guess it's not super like necessary, but still, it's quite aggravating.
In a quarter-mile, turn right on Beaverton Tigard Freeway North using the right lane.
You got it, boss.
Turn right on Beaverton Tigard Freeway North. In 2 miles, take right exit 2A onto Oregon 10 toward Beaverton.
working, I can't see chat now. I mean, I could have my laptop up and do what I used to do whenever I do streams on my other channel, just off my phone, but I'm like, I don't know if I really want to be doing all that. I just don't know if I want to be doing all that.
Take right exit 2A onto Oregon 10 toward Beaverton using the middle lane. Take right exit 2A onto Oregon 10 toward Beaverton, then turn left on Southwest Beaverton Hillsdale Highway.
Oh God, I've gotten a ticket up here before because all the stupid traffic cameras. No.
Turn left on Southwest Beaverton Hillsdale Highway.
I'd love to. As long as I walk away with no tickets, please. Cannot afford to be getting any tickets right now. Why do I prefer live streams rather than recording and fast forwarding recorded delivery orders? Not fond of editing. Not really fond of editing, and honestly, I don't really see as much of the appeal in that. I think that the appeal here might not even necessarily be about what we're doing. It's just the fact that it will be, a high quality, well put together IRL, which stands for, in real life, that sort of stream genre. There's a lot of different IRL streamers out there with a lot of different kind of subgenres, but a lot of the different ones like that, they center around the same idea, which is you've pretty much got a high quality mobile stream that you're bringing with you to do some activity or go do something that you very well could go do without live streaming it, but you're just bringing an audience with you in real time. See you, Sprinkles. I do deliver alcohol. I've never delivered weed. I don't think I can. I don't think that they do delivery. At least not through DoorDash and Uber Eats and stuff. I mean, I know people deliver weed all the time, both legally and illegally. But, I have never delivered cannabis, although it is legal here. Thanks for tuning in, Sprinkles. I really appreciate you supporting me in this. Frozen Rose, thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Heck yeah. I hit accept. Hopefully it gave that to me. That was a good one.
In a quarter-mile, turn right on Southwest Hawken Avenue using the right lane.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for hanging out as well.
Turn right on Southwest Hawken Avenue.
I gotta figure out how to get her to stop talking because she's gonna freaking say the address out loud.
Using the left lane, turn left on Southwest Tualatin Valley Highway.
Yeah, it's not gonna let me do it. I'm just gonna have to unplug the phone. Finally, yeah. Doesn't really work at all unless I have the app open. Man, okay, well I guess, shoot. Maybe I'll just put temperature there or something.
Turn right on Southwest Milliken Way using the right lane.
drop off our order of donuts here. Alright, I'll be right back. Alright, on to the next one. We've got an order from Popeyes. Love that chicken from Popeyes. Although, in my opinion, the slogan should be good ass chicken from Popeyes, because it is. I do love it though. Puts KFC to shame. Certainly puts Cane's to shame, but everything puts Cane's to shame. Cane's is disgusting. Get me back closer to home base. So, might call it after this one, might not, we'll see. Other thing I don't love about Uber Eats is that I cannot tell how much that order just paid us. Because I accepted another one right after, so I'll just have to update the balance at the end. Which is fine, but it's also like the suspense. It's like, did we get a good order, or did we just get totally ripped off? And we're not really gonna know until we get there, so. probably will make this the last one, just because I am getting a little bit tired too. I didn't sleep that long last night. I slept well, it's not very long. It's kind of annoying, but probably take advantage of the fact that I can sleep in tomorrow. But I also plan on grinding this out a good portion of the day tomorrow. I am determined to hit these goals as soon as we possibly can. Only other thing I'll probably do tomorrow is hit the gym. But I want to hit the ground running with this. Still want to continue to make improvements. I already have a couple ideas. Have a couple different ideas on how to make it better. I also want to see how the stream does during the daytime, not only because you'll actually be able to see more during the daytime, but also streaming on the West Coast at night kind of puts you at a disadvantage because you are a little bit further behind in time than everybody else is. I guess anybody watching on the West Coast is on the same time or in the same time zone as we are. But the further east you go, the later it is. So it decreases your total audience, at least from a US perspective. I mean, I'm obviously wanting to have international viewers as well, but I have a feeling our core audience will be from here, just because we're here as well. We'll park and walk. Alright. See you guys in a few. I'll be back. And we're back. Got a 6-piece classic combo from Popeyes. That sounds so good right now. All right, we are headed back down south. What is happening? Go! Why is there 1,000 people leaving that restaurant? I mean, maybe they're just now closing, or they're closing in like 10 minutes. But Jesus. I'm so tired. I'm getting old. It's not even 10 o'clock. Watching from England, 5:50 a.m. Been watching from the start and we'll watch till the end. Well, thank you, Karen. I appreciate it. Everyone being here. I think this has been a pretty cool start to this project here. First actual stream. We've done 2 test streams. But this is the first legit stream that we've done.
better. It's definitely better. I think we'll average like 19 or 20 in that thing, but I mean that's kind of optimistic thinking for one, and two, it's still not really where you want to be to really maintain profit in this arena. You really need to have an efficient car. Honestly, I don't think it gets more efficient in terms of like something that still is gas powered. I mean, granted, they're hybrids, but the Prius, which I don't think I could ever convince myself to get one, but never know. In like the pouring rain. About there. Unless we get something good on my way back home, I think that's probably going to be it for the night. I know I talked about going on later, but I'm just getting a little sleepy, so I think that for safety's sake, it's better that I probably stop. So. Again, it'd help if I could, put some in my headphones, and I probably could. It just would mean that I definitely cannot look at anything like stream playback wise on this phone while I'm doing that. I like to try and keep an eye on that too, especially kind of in this testing phase where we're still trying to figure out how everything is working and how well. On our drop point for a 6-piece combo from Popeyes, which is still nice and warm, thank goodness. Shoot, I never checked chat to see if Connor showed up. Granted, I didn't tell him that I was live. Maybe I'll shoot him a message tomorrow. I think tomorrow, if I have a little bit of prep time in the morning and I can, make a couple adjustments that I want to make, and maybe go into it with a little bit more energy too, because, doing this after I just had a nearly 10-hour shift at work is not the easiest. All right, I will be right back. Okay, you're back in limbo. So I guess I forget that Uber Eats also, one thing that it does is it likes to calculate tips. So in terms of flat rate, we made just under $22. So I guess just to adjust for, I almost said inflation, that doesn't make any sense. To adjust for me padding my stats earlier, because you can only update this tracker by whole dollar amounts, unfortunately. I'm gonna go ahead and put it at 90 bucks, but it's probably a few more than that. So
say it's slowing down a little bit too in our area. Another dangerous thing that I like to do sometimes, which is, I don't really understand why I do this. Your acceptance rate is based on your last 100 offers. So it's like, how many are you accepting, how many are you rejecting? I'm gonna update it at the beginning of every stream because it's literally just a text box. It's not linked to, you know, my account or anything like that. That's not really something I'm really able to do. But as of right now, we're at 54%. I know it says 51. I'm going to change it to say 54 for the next stream. That's basically how I'm going to do it. But I'm active on the app, even though I am heading home right now. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I just got one that I'm going to decline. So that's like, I don't even know why. I don't even know why I'm active right now. It doesn't make any sense. Does not make any sense, my decision making sometimes, but just yet another bad habit that I have. Still trying to give me orders, but I'm getting tired, guys. I think I'm gonna call it a night there. Well, we did a little solid 3-hour run there. Holy crap. It was flying. Nice thing with the different rankings too, like the silver, gold, platinum on the DoorDash and then Uber Eats. I forget what all the rankings are. I just know that I'm in gold rank right now. They do offer different benefits aside from just like order acceptance. It's like better access to customer support, which I don't really think they should be gatekeeping that at all, but they are, I guess. I think both of them have something to do with where, like, if you order through just the DoorDash and or Uber Eats app normally, not delivering for them, but if you are ordering as a customer, if you're a certain level, I think you automatically get like a discount or something like that. But that's it. Oh, that's what that said. This is about to seem really off because while we made 90, I'm about to spend 60, but that's not really how I plan on doing the math in the future. But for tonight, that's how we're gonna do it. this music isn't copyrighted, although it doesn't matter. We're not monetized anyway. Not yet anyway, we will be though.
Start your new year off right at Grocery Outlet, your extreme value healthy eating headquarters. Right now, fresh Roma tomatoes are just 49 cents a pound. This deal ends January 20th while supplies last. So hurry into your local Grocery Outlet today.
And we got a slow pump. Of course we got a freaking slow pump. Alright. It is what it is, I guess. What city is this? Yeah, we're around Portland. Not quite in Portland. How long have you been YouTubing? I've been doing YouTube for several years. I've been across several different channels. Noemi, thank you so much for the Venmo. You did not have to do that, but thank you. I really appreciate it. That is very awesome of you. Hey, what's up, Tanith? But anyway, I just started this channel, but I was formerly a full-time storm chaser, trying to get back into being self-employed again. Yeah, I had co-founded the YouTube channel Stormrunner Media on YouTube. It's got about 115,000 subs. My ex-business partner, well, I say ex-business partner, my ex-chase partner, Garrett, still runs the channel, and they have a new driver, Ben Williams. So that channel's still active. I also have my own personal channel where I do weather-related content, and now I've got this. So as far as why do I have 0 miles, it's because the overlay is not working. This was the first stream that we did. This is the first official stream. So I've got some stuff to figure out for sure, including why my card didn't work and why I had to put the gas on my credit card, which is already in a very screwed state. Let's put it that way. Wants me to sign into Canva? What for, dude? Just save my stuff, man. But thank you, Noemi, very much. For the Venmo. I really appreciate all your support. So what I want to do at the end of every stream is get a total, which is what I'm doing right now, and I will get faster at this, I promise. Let's see, so 30, 47 plus 30 plus 5. So 94.82. Oops. started. Oh man, I expect more than that. Anyway, good thing cell signal's enough for us. Problem is, I don't think cell signal's gonna be enough to run the laptop that I'm gonna need here in a minute. Again, I wish there was a better way to do this. I'm sure that there is. I just haven't discovered it yet. Response from the remote server isn't valid. What are you talking about? Can't connect. You need an internet connection. Dude, you have an internet connection. What are you talking about? Sorry, chat. Now we've got internet. Oh no, we don't have internet. What is happening? What is truly happening right now? There we go. Yep, I've definitely got to figure out a better way to do this, because this is going to take so long if I do it this way every time. But it's okay. We're going to figure it out. We gotta come up with something better, because this is taking so long. Oh my goodness. I guess it'd be quicker if I just like kept these open and didn't lose Starlink every time. But that's why I never turn the car off, because I can't, because that'll happen. But this is just taking so long to load in everything. Okay, that should be updated hopefully. So now let me change this. This should hopefully show our stats for the day minus the miles driven. I've got to figure out how the hell that works tomorrow. But today's stats: total earnings $94.82. I've got a couple tips waiting to load in that I think would bump that over 100. That is including $30 donated through Venmo from a couple of our viewers. Y'all did not have to do that, although you did make the difference today. Granted, the estimated expenses, that's not estimated, that's literally what I spent. Again, the way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to calculate it based on the total distance driven. I've got a formula I'm going to come up with that's going to show, or that's going to account for estimated fuel economy based on how many miles we've driven, plus I'm going to try to factor in regular maintenance to that expense. And then compare the two. So these are not necessarily accurate numbers, but this is literally just for today, how much we made and how much we just spent, because I started out with a quarter tank of gas and now I've completely filled up. So realistically, I probably spent like $15 in gas to make $94, which is actually more like $64. So again, I used to be a lot more efficient at doing this DoorDash thing. I'll get back to it. This is my first day back in a long time. This is the first time doing this stream pretty much ever. We've done a couple test streams, but this is the first real deal. Yeah. I was doing DoorDash on foot. How many miles usually drive? I will have to kind of compare. I never really have paid that much attention to it before, to be completely honest with you. And you know, the thing just wasn't working. So we'll kind of explore that in future streams. Next one will be tomorrow. Have not scheduled the event yet, just because I don't know exactly when I'm going live. If you've been watching to this point and you haven't already subscribed, please go ahead and do so. We've gotten 30 new subscribers tonight. That is awesome. That's 30 closer to our end goal of 1,000 subscribers. One thing that I am going to be doing though is that goal of $1,000. That is $1,000 profit that we need to be able to get to where we need to get. So right now our profit is at a little over $32 for the day. So our total that's on that counter up at the top that you guys have been seeing, that's going to go to about $32 is what we're going to be at. So that's going to be our starting point for tomorrow. Hopefully we'll be a lot more profitable tomorrow, just between probably not having to get gas, although I'm going to try to just do that formula that I talked about. So anyway, thank you guys so much for tuning into this. I really appreciate all the support from my existing channel viewers for being here for this. This is, like I said, a new idea that I'm trying out, and I really want to try my best at it. Even if it flops for the first little while, I have this weird feeling it might eventually catch on. Once I can get better at it, once I can fine-tune things, and once we can kind of break into the algorithm a little bit. So thank you guys very much. I really appreciate all you guys' help and support. Thank you to Jen and Noemi for the donations. You guys definitely didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. And I will catch you guys tomorrow. Make sure you are subscribed with notifications on here, so you don't miss the stream tomorrow. We'll probably be live for a lot more than 3 hours. So see you tomorrow.